Patriots trade proposal brings A.J. Brown to New England to bolster Maye's development. The Philadelphia Eagles may be cruising at 4-0, but all is not well in the locker room. Star wide receiver A.J. Brown's frustrations have been bubbling to the surface after a quiet Week 4 win over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and trade rumors are swirling. The one team that seems to be consistently linked to Brown is the New England Patriots, who could make a splash before the trade deadline to provide their young quarterback, Maye, with a much-needed weapon. After his lackluster performance, just 2 receptions for 7 yards on 9 targets against Tampa Bay, Brown took to social media, posting a cryptic biblical quote: "If you're not welcomed, not listened to, quietly withdraw. Don't make a scene. Shrug your shoulders and be on your way." While Brown later claimed the post wasn't directed at anyone specific, it's hard to ignore the clear frustration. This sentiment follows a trend of decreasing production. Brown has only 14 catches for 151 yards and 1 touchdown through 4 games in 2025. Compare that to last year, when he posted 21 catches for 408 yards and 3 touchdowns at this point. The heart of the issue? Philadelphia's run-heavy offense has been limiting his opportunities. As the offense shifts its focus to the ground game, Brown has openly expressed his desire for more targets. With his current frustration and numbers down, speculation about a potential trade has picked up steam, and the Patriots have emerged as the prime suitor. The trade package: what would it take? For the trade to work, it would take a substantial package from the Patriots. A proposed deal sees New England sending a 2026 first-round pick, a 2026 fifth-round pick, and wide receiver Demario Douglas to Philadelphia in exchange for Brown. This move might sound costly, but it makes sense for both teams involved. Why would the Eagles move Brown? Despite their perfect record, the Eagles are in a tricky situation. Brown wants more involvement in the offense, but the team is built around a strong running game. Keeping an unhappy star could create a bigger distraction down the line, and the Eagles can't afford locker room issues when they are aiming for another Super Bowl run. If the Eagles are to make this move, now is the time. The contract structure of Brown's deal, with nearly $31.6 million in dead cap space, makes this trade far from easy. However, the return of a first-round pick, a fifth-rounder, and a young receiver like Douglas helps soften the blow. Additionally, this would remove a potential distraction before it escalates into something more serious. Why would the Patriots make this move? The Patriots have their eyes firmly set on developing Maye, and a proven playmaker like A.J. Brown would be a huge asset. Head coach Mike Vrabel, who coached Brown during their time together in Tennessee, already has a strong relationship with the star receiver. This familiarity could smooth over any transition and help Brown flourish in a new environment. The cost of giving up a first-round pick, a fifth-rounder, and a promising young receiver like Douglas is certainly steep. But the reward is well worth it for New England. Brown, locked into a 3-year, $96 million extension that runs through 2029, is one of the top wideouts in the league. At 28, he's in the prime of his career, and with the Patriots' offense needing an injection of star power, Brown could be the missing piece for a turnaround. Could this trade actually happen? While the Eagles are 4-0 and in no rush to make moves, the trade deadline is quickly approaching on November 4th. If Brown's dissatisfaction persists, the Eagles could find themselves in a position where dealing him sooner rather than later makes the most sense. Meanwhile, the Patriots are in need of a game-changer at wide receiver, and Brown could be just the player to elevate their offense. NFL insiders, including ESPN's Jeremy Fowler, believe a mid-season trade is unlikely but expect the Eagles to consider offers in the 2026 offseason. That being said, if Brown's frustrations continue to boil over, don't be surprised if this hypothetical deal becomes a reality sooner than expected. What do you think? Should the Patriots pull the trigger on this trade before the deadline? Or will the Eagles hold on to their star wideout? Let us know your thoughts, and keep an eye on this developing story as the trade deadline looms.